Dear Gemini Sun and Rising signs, 2026 is a year in which life suddenly accelerates for Gemini, sometimes to the point where it feels almost uncontrollable. This isn't the kind of speed Gemini is used to. It's more unexpected, more abrupt, and far more transformative. Throughout the year, Gemini may often feel, I woke up one morning and life had shifted somewhere else. This feeling is not random because 2026 functions like a karmic threshold for Gemini. At the beginning of the year, Gemini is still within the old structure. In January and February, your mind is extremely active, yet direction feels unclear. New ideas flow constantly, while the question, which one is right, becomes mentally exhausting. Work, education, future plans, and relationships may intertwine during this period. What challenges Gemini most isn't uncertainty itself, but having too many possibilities at once, and the first months of 2026 reflect this exactly. By March, you begin to realize that some ideas no longer carry you forward. Things that once excited you now feel ordinary, and certain people no longer stimulate you the same way. This isn't a breakup, but a quiet inner distancing. During this process, Gemini starts to hear their own voice more clearly. The question, what do I really want, will be asked often this year. In love, 2026 is full of surprises for Gemini. At the beginning of the year, a past flirtation, an unfinished story, or unspoken emotions may resurface. Especially in February and March, old messages, former connections, or chance encounters are possible. These returns are more instructive than permanent. Gemini gains clarity around the question, do I still want this? The real shift arrives with spring. Toward the end of April, as Uranus enters Gemini, life seems to change gears. This influence brings sudden decisions, unexpected meetings, and rapid developments. For Gemini, this could show up as a new job, the idea of moving to a new city, or an entirely unplanned relationship. This year, life's surprises seem to find Gemini directly. Love during this time begins very suddenly. A conversation, a message, or a coincidence can turn into a powerful bond. This relationship doesn't follow a traditional path. It's fast, intense, and mentally stimulating. Gemini may find themselves saying, I didn't plan this. But exactly this lack of planning is the core theme of the year. Learning to flow instead of control becomes one of Gemini's greatest lessons. The summer months are socially very active. In July and August, invitations, travel, new people, and new environments increase. If there's love, it becomes lighter and more playful. If not, flirtation energy rises. However, multiple options may appear at the same time. Gemini may feel mentally torn. Which one is real and which one is just excitement? The answer arrives in autumn. October and November bring serious tests in relationships. With Venus and Mercury retrograde, Gemini's relationship dynamics are challenged. Hidden conversations, misunderstandings, jealousy, or unexpected confrontations may occur. During this period, some relationships end, while others transform into something entirely different. For Gemini, this phase feels like a filtering process. Anything that remains superficial is eliminated. In money and career matters, 2026 brings rapid changes. At the start of the year, you may feel dissatisfied with your job, yet unable to see clear alternatives. With spring, new doors open, communication, social media, education, writing, speaking, sales, consulting, and digital fields are especially supported. Gemini can grow an idea very quickly this year. A sudden offer or unexpected collaboration may completely change life's direction. After summer, visibility increases. Gemini's voice is heard more clearly, and people pay attention to your ideas. However, this speed can also bring scatter and burnout. Handling too many things at once may become draining. In 2026, Gemini learns to release the habit of saying yes to everything. Financially, the second half of the year may bring ups and downs. Money can be earned quickly, but also spent just as fast. Extra caution is needed in October and November with contracts, partnerships, and major purchases. Making decisions before everything is clear may lead to regret later. Spiritually, 2026 is a year of awakening for Gemini. The mind remains active as always, but intuition joins the process. Gemini learns to make decisions not only with logic, but with inner guidance. At times, the need for solitude may increase. This solitude isn't boring, it's instructive. For the first time, Gemini recognizes the value of pausing, reflecting, and waiting without rushing. In terms of health, the nervous system may be sensitive. Sleep issues, mental fatigue, and difficulty focusing can arise. Regular sleep, screen breaks, and calming mental practices are especially important this year. When Gemini's body says slow down, it must be taken seriously. 2026 is a turning point for Gemini. By the end of the year, looking back, Gemini realizes this: life is still dynamic, but no longer random. Choices become more conscious, relationships more genuine, and goals clearer. This is the year Gemini turns inner chaos into mastery. The message of 2026 for Gemini is this: you don't have to chase every possibility. What's meant for you will find you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video for more content like this. See you in the next videos.